It's time for me to tell you about the best toy you never had. Welcome back to the Junkman, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another video to tell you about one of the greatest toys there ever was that we never had. Okay, maybe you had it, I'm not sure. Now this was released in probably around 73 to 75, and it was called the, let's see if I can get this right without messing it up, Reddy Ranger Mobile Fill Pack. I didn't have to look, I remember that. This was the pack you put on your back, and inside of it was amazing. Now, I don't remember this thing when it was new, because it was, I was born in 72, and it was kind of early mid-70s, but my friend Boyd, who I've talked about before, had this thing. I don't know where he got it, and it had to be probably 79, early into the 80s he had this thing. I don't know if it was a hand-me-down or what, and I remember I wanted it so bad. It was so awesome. But of course, you couldn't find it in the stores then, so I couldn't tell my parents, like, hey, I want that when we're out shopping at Kmart at Zayre's, because it wasn't there. It wasn't there to be found. It's very upsetting, to say the least. Well, let's take a look at this while I tell you a little bit more about it. As you can see, looking at the box, this thing is pretty awesome. It's a big plastic box to hook to your back. According to the box, inside you have communication power pack, a periscope, a PA horn, a star finder, a compass, invisible slate, counter pouch, and even guides. I just remember being so jealous of him. This thing had all the kinds of gadgets you'd want on it, and it had some room to put other stuff in it, because he used to put his wiener in it. Well, no, let me explain that a little better. He used to put his hot dog wieners in it. His weenies, as we call them. Hot dogs without the bun before you cook them. They're hot dogs. He would wrap them up in tinfoil, put them in this thing, and we hike out through it. And we would hike out through the woods, and he always had a snack. I loved it. I was like, give me your weenie. And he would give me a bite of his weenie, or bring one for me so I could have my own weenie. It was a lot of fun. And I always wanted this thing, but he always got a carrot. He always got to put it on his back. I never did. It wasn't fair, but it was his, so I guess I couldn't complain. It looked awesome. Now, though I don't remember seeing this thing at stores, I do kind of remember seeing this thing, and I think comic book ads, or ads, cartoon ads. Right here. It's probably appeared in comic books and other places, but I can remember this also. Now, I don't know if my memory remembers, buying an old issue of a comic book and seeing it, or when it was new, but it just made me more jealous and want this thing even more. It even had a sleeping bag and a raincoat. Look, even this kid in this photo is having a lot of fun. And look, down there, there's Billy Smith in a personalized poncho. Now I'm really jealous. Now here's the command tent. I didn't know about this till I was researching this video. And look at it. Not only is it a tent, well, you can turn it into a raincoat. See that little boy down there? He's wearing his tent. I can also remember it had a pledge that you could say, and I can remember reading that pledge. I, the Junkman, as an official Reddy Ranger, promise to be loyal to my fellow Reddy Rangers and to protect all members of my team, to be kind and curious to all people, to care for my environment, to do what I can to see that our land, air, and water are kept clean, beautiful, and healthy, to take care of my Reddy Ranger equipment, to always use it to do good, never to harm anything or anyone. What a pledge right there. That was better than any Boy Scout pledge. How could I not be jealous? Again, look at this thing. Compasses, flashlights, instruction booklets, backpacks. I don't even know what half of it did. I even look at the pictures. I'm not sure what all this thing did. I just knew it looked very cool, and I was very jealous of it. Now, I'm not sure today who remembers this thing. And in fact, I couldn't remember for years what this thing was even called. I just remember he had it. I can remember the ad. And I had to search around for a backpack, cool toy backpack, and it took me forever to find this thing, but I did find it. Again, it's called the Reddy Ranger Mobile Fill Pack. It looks awesome. It makes me jealous today. Did you ever have this? If you did, you're going to make me jealous. Let me know in the comments below. Did you ever see this? And if you didn't have it, or you're like, man, that would have been awesome as a kid, I would have loved to have that. Anyway, let's look at a toy that I didn't have. I really wish I did. It looks pretty cool. Let me know in the comments below if you had it and what you think about it. And as always, thumb up and like my content. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.